made from the stoutest stoneware.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
The most fragrant herbs and
The
spices.
finest fabric!
Is this the place?
Ubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
He's not Sid. He can't be. What, are you calling Master Lubor a liar?
The misfortune Dalamil finds herself in is of a crystalline nature. So do be discreet in your inquiries.
Master Lubor has high expectations of you. Don't disappoint him.
A deposit?
Light meat and
Needed
dark.
to a
Fresh from the
silken
grill.
softness.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men...
You have an agreement with...
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they... No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer. Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that will make us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market, either. Whoever's taking them.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Let me treat you.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a
Sense. That's a black pearl.
one of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to...
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support. If things turn sour.
Of course.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to...
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a...
Royalists, eh? Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so... And being such good friends, we elected to increase. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed...
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
Attack!
It's not over yet, Uncle!
I'm just getting warmed up.
Well, how'd you like my performance, huh?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but...
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so...
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men. Until you two came along, that... Well, we'd better get these crystals... It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrade, and those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust?
Oh, dear.
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Stellan. Tuisakelis.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey, sir.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
I've never even forged a butter knife before. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's...
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you... Sorry. My mind was elsewhere. I'm Saver, Master Luber's... soon-to-be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies... I don't suppose you...
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought...
I could give you... I know how busy the Briar's...
I'd be a...
So...
Good question. And then there's this little...
The way I see it, that we need information.
You're right. Now, who to speak? There's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives. There's the butcher, of course, and they're bound to have an opinion or two. All right. I'll talk to every cook I can find.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something you...
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
You wish to talk? I'm honored. Farewell now.
Now feel good, boy.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpets have...
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be
Welcome, sir.
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold... Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block.
So a knife that stays sharp.
Plates and pots! Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalamil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble... My livelihood, my very...
Wait inside. Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Well, we can make our way back to
You can't even fill my cup.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of...
I'll be asking for you again.
Then see that you stay a little longer next time.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Oh, yes, they're quite sought after.
Fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Is it true what I'm hearing? That the men of the rock were carting off our crystals?
You're going to drink my... I need to drink.
Fucking men of the wrong. Finally, we'll be able to get what's over.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
What is it?
Sorry. Do you mind if I...
Hunter, what?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a...
Has to be able to... Your knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be spending coin as fast as you make.
Thank you.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Anything I can interest you in? My thanks. Pleasure trading with you. Thank you kindly.
Silver platters.
It would make a fine.
So, you learn anything useful, or...?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp.
I didn't have much. All the cook said was that he needs too heavy and they do his shoulder.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his... But that can't be right. No.
No doubt you're right. I have to make a start.
Agreed.
Right. Trouble is, it's meaning someone is going to be disappointed.
Is there no one else you can turn to?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my tests. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lube. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpet.
Ready, go?
Time to fight.
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
Good girl.
Faster!
Be safe.
Any luck?
Well, I asked her, but...
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, they're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation. Never need, but adamantite ore is unique to Ash.
And it's beyond my skill.
Unique to Ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron?
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron, but he would have known that it would...
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone. Folk first settled Dalamil to get it in mid-hand. If you know the...
Bloody hell! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality.
Looks like I've got some learning to Clive. I hate to ask after all that you've done.
The limestone? Fine. Besides...
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding...
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the...
Right you are. I'll see you short. So, do you crush it up, or just...
Well, this is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpet!
Take a sniff, good sir. Kneaded to a silken softness. Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Hanging lanterns, keep...
Well,
We should get going soon.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work handing, but no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road.
Isn't there all?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me care.
I don't plan on dying. Not before.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Southern needs.
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on.
What the hell are those things?
explains the heat. Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
This is no good.
I wasn't sure how much, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the... You and that merchant both. She's got... Now, time to see it. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalimil.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope...
That sounds like my cue. And just as well.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine...
But what...
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't... And it's heavy. You might not think it just... It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark. And I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick. Next question. How much do you think I would charge?
Well, if I would...
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? Dalimil is home to humble traders. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava. Know your cut.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just... I'd say you're worth keeping around a little long. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of...
I will. What would you do?
I'd do what I always... If it was for the butcher, I'd make... For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For For the cook, like... And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost...
There goes 'em.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without so much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil, meaning I had you run a...
You've passed your test. That's all that matters.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest...
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant herbs and spices. Kneaded to a silken softness.
Made from the stoutest
There
stone.
he is.
Won't
The
you?
I was hoping we'd be seen. The baths grow more bearable by the...
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this.
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures... But I've burdened you with my worries enough already. Right. It's high time...
Sweet incense. What?
Who's this blue blood? One of Sid's associates.
Clive. You're Sancfordian, do you? Anything else?
Sid's going to find Cooker. The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
How may I help you today, Clive? All yours. Come again. I may have more. For ya.
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir. Kneaded to a silken softness.
Lights and pots. Hanging lanterns. Keep the dark.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Let's go.
Come on, girl. Again.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
What a rat done to me. Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
box. Did the Royalists bring them from Ash?